What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Mr. Abdul FX, and this is the first episode of my weekly trade breakdown. So, in this video, I will be discussing trades that I have executed during the week, not just trades that went to my take profit, rather, the trades that I have executed the entire week, meaning the trades that went to my stop loss, the trades that went to my take profit, and I will explain in details the reason why I executed the trade, what was the confirmation. So, the purpose of this video is to document like my trading, what I have done for the week, and to see where I went short, what I need to keep on doing, and yeah. So let's see it on the chart. So if you look closely at price here, you are going to see that this, I will say, it is a very good week for me because I have executed 5 trades and I have executed trade every single day. So with that, yeah, let me just start discussing the reasons for every execution. So I will start discussing on from Monday to Friday. So on Monday, I took a loss. As you can see, it went to my to profit, but come down and stopped me out. So let me show you the analysis on the daily time frame. So if you look at this daily time frame, we were here in the market. So I was anticipating sales. At first, I was anticipating sales on Friday. The first reason was because we broke and retested this trend line. And you will always hear me say that every line on your chart is supposed to tell you a story. So the story of this trend line was every time price touches it, pushed up. Price touches it again, pushed up. Price touches it again, pushed up. So with that alone, I was anticipating that every time price is to touch this trend line should push bullish impulsively. Then we come and get this fake out, but it was a retest of this key level and then it pushed up again. So then we've come across this breakout. So this is a very clean breakout because we have maintained the trend below the trend line. So this is a breakout. And on Friday, let me show you this. This is Monday and this was Friday. So I will cut out the Monday. So if you look at price on Monday, you are going to see that this is an area where price rejected. And if you just put a highlighter here, you are going to see that we have retested the trend line. So I was anticipating that this is a break and retest of this trend line, then we can have a bearish continuation. And if you look at it, we kind of have the bearish momentum, but on Friday we closed like exhaustion. The Friday candle exhausted the weekly candle, and so this is what I was looking at. Then I said it was going to be a sell. So then I come down to the 4 hour time frame. Let me just do like this. Then I came back down to the 4 hour time frame, and so I was anticipating buys. I was anticipating that price might reject at this key level, but it didn't. Rather, it come down to the major key level and then reversed impulsively. So here, so if you look at it here, I had executed the trade somewhere. It was, I wanted to swing the trade because this was the trade of the week. Because if we are to come down to this level and we are to respect it without breaking this low, if we are to break this low, then we might look for sell. We didn't, rather we were respecting this key level. So I said to myself that so this week we are going to be bullish impulsively, and possibly we are going to break the previous high and come to the recent key level. So this is the recent key level on the weekly time frame, and so I was kind of anticipating a swing trade. I would swing the trade for the week, and yeah, so it didn't come and work out in my favor. As you can see, it stopped me out. It went into profit for about, yeah, look at it, more than 100 pips, and then come back and stopped me out at full loss. So I didn't even have the chance to manage my risks or close 80% of my position. It just kind of one 15-minute candle dropped massively. So uh, this is the trade that I have executed, and this was the reason when we touched this level, we have engulfed this previous 30-minute time frame because I have executed the trade based off of the 30-minute time frame. When we engulf this previous strong bearish 30-minute time frame candle, then I executed the buys with my stop loss below the key level for swing trade. So yeah, what I usually do is I put my first take profit somewhere around the most recent high or the most recent low. If I'm in sales, if I'm in buys, I put my stop loss, I put my first take profit at the most recent high. So I didn't do that. I don't know why, but I didn't do that. So that clearly means I broke my rule, and I will be checking out these things time and time again because this I should have put my first take profit somewhere around here. And usually, if I put my first take profit, I usually take 50% of my position. That is how I manage my trades. So if I take 50% of my position here, I maybe not have lost the full position. I may lose 50% of what I intended to lose, and I would have ended the week in profit. But I didn't do that. I will correct that in with time, inshallah. So yeah, that is how it worked out on Monday. So and I did not execute any trade after then because I usually execute one trade per day. One trade idea because it is a game plan that I follow. I trade once a day because if I get stopped out, if I saw another entry possibly based on that game plan, then I might take another entry, but I usually do not do that. I can add to my winners, but I do not put I'm done for the day. On Tuesday, there is this the same it was the same trade idea. So I was looking at this on Tuesday. I saw this was a reverse. This is kind of a major retest of this key level and stopped me out. So we can see possible bullish momentum. With that, I just said this is a head and shoulder. Let me draw this. If you look at this closely, you are going to see that this is a head, left the right shoulder, but it's not that clean, but it is head and shoulder. Yeah. So if you look at it here, you are going to see that uh, we have broken above the recent right shoulder resistance. So when we retested it, I executed the buy based on this. I guess it was on 15 minutes time frame because it's not like I remember on the 30-minute time frame. So it's definitely on the 15 minutes time frame. Trade idea was on the 15 minutes. So yeah, so this was where I executed the trade here. Um, yeah, so it was because of this we kind of broke and we kind of break this recent resistance support level, resistance tone support level. So and then we come back and closed back in the range, and we are also rejecting the 50 EMA. As you can see, we were rejecting the 50 EMA. So I kind of just took the buys because that was a strong enough confirmation for me, and there was volume in the market because we are at the London session. So and I targeted this recent resistance level. So if I wanted, I would have targeted this level, but I targeted this recent resistance level because there is potential. But I did target this level. I refused to take any position because on the 1 hour time frame, I remembered very clearly. I have even done a video, but I didn't post it. I have done a video that if we are to close above this key level, I am not closing a single position, but I had my stop loss at break even. But if we are to close above this recent resistance level, then I am letting my trade go to the most recent resistance because if we break this key level, then we are going to the next key level. That is how I managed the Tuesday trade, and I let it run to full TP without taking a partial of my position. So yeah, and we ended the day profitably. So on Wednesday, same idea, same trade idea, like the same. When we pushed bullish, we are like breaking out of this key level. I said to myself that yes, we will come down for a retest and then bullish continuation. So right there, I waited for this candle because it happened at the same Tuesday. Like it happened on Tuesday. So I was saying that maybe it might consolidate and give us trade entry in the Asian session, but it didn't. And I didn't trade the Asian session because I was seeing kind of no volume, and I just traded the London session. So when we come down, if you sorry about that. So if you draw a Fibonacci retracement level, you are going to see that we have reversed at 61.8 level. So here, from here to this level, yeah. So sorry, this was not the most recent low. So this is the most recent low, and this is how we reversed at 61.8 retracement level here. So and we were kind of rejecting the 50 AMA, and we are also at key level and rejecting the 61.8 retracement level. It was kind of a very good confluence trade, but this trade, man, this trade whined me. This trade whined me. It went into profit. It kind of did something similar to this, but it didn't stop me out. Rather, it just come to my entry level and just reversed. I wasn't on the chart when that happened. I just kind of came and see that we are close to my entry, and what, man? So yeah, it is what it is. So this trade was executed based on the 15 minute, I would say, or 5 minutes time frame. And nope, this is sorry. This trade was I went so this trade was executed based off of the 15-minute time frame. And yeah, I remembered very clearly that I took the trade based off of the 15-minute time frame because I took a fake out trade. I took advantage of the fake out. So when this was a fake out because if you look closely at price, this candlestick closed without a wick at the bottom. So if candle closed without a wick at the bottom, and it is also like a breakout candle of support and closed without a wick at the bottom. So it is 50-50 chance that it can push bearish, and I was looking for buy. So I waited to see that if I waited to see if price is going to print a bullish candlestick back in the range to fake out that breakout. So when we got this fake out, I waited a little bit to see that we are breaking the high of the previous candle. Then we started breaking the high of the previous candle, and it was around 5:30 in the morning before pre-London. So this was immediately after I got back from prayers. I remembered very clearly. So and yes, I just kind of executed when we start to break the high. And the reason why I was confident in this trade is because first is whenever you have a fake out in the downside, you are most likely to break the upside. Meaning if you have fake out in support, you are most likely to go and break resistance. So with that, I just kind of took the trade, and it was a very good trade because it was 30 pips stop loss and I was targeting 180 pips. So yeah, clean risk to reward 1:7. With that, we end the day, and I targeted this high. As you can see, I targeted somewhere this high. So yeah, I targeted this high. So I just come back for another day. I finished with my Dow journal, and I even recorded this video. So if you look at this same trade idea that I executed on Thursday. On Thursday, this was same trade idea. We pushed bullish, rejecting this resistance level, come down for a retest, and then we established a trend line. Look at this. We established a trend line that every time price touches this trend line, pushed up, pushed up, pushed up. So I was anticipating that we are going to continue pushing bullish if we did not violate the trend line. And look from the looks of it, we haven't violated the trend line. So on Thursday, which is this, here I kind of just executed the trade with this Ingolfine bar on the 15-minute time frame. I usually I take my confirmation with the 15 minutes time frame. I just executed the trade with this 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame, it engulfed, making it a fake out, breaking the high, and just engulfed the previous bearish candlestick. I just took the trade, and because I was anticipating the buys, if you look at this, this was a deeper retracement and then come back for a retest of this previously broken key level. And if you look at this, if you look at this, we were respecting the 50 EMA on the 1 hour and 30-minute time frame, and we are also at 61.8 retracement level, rejecting the trend line and also at key level. So it's kind of a very good trade, I would say, and it is because it's 1:4 risk to reward with 40 pips stop loss, and I got 180, technically 180 pips with that. So yeah, it is what it is, and we have ended the week with profit again. So on Friday, this is the trade that I have executed in the Asian session. There's the reason why I executed the trade on the Asian session is that we have already come down impulsively and we are now at this key level, meaning anything can happen. But the reason why I took it to my advantage is we are above the 50 EMA and I was anticipating buy, so I am good. And the second reason was we are at this trend line. So I said that if we are not going to break this trend line, also we are at key level. It is not likely that we are going to break this trend line. So the bias is kind of valid. So I executed this trade with the engulfing of this bearish candlestick. I usually execute my trade with engulfing bars because if you wait for the bearish momentum to be engulfed by the bullish momentum, then you are kind of safer to trade with the trend. So as you can see, this is how we ended the week. But I was targeting this level. If you look closely, you are going to see that this is my first TP, second TP, and final TP. The reason why I closed the position here, it was something like this. I was anticipating that since we have NFP on Friday, and I was anticipating that we might have bullish momentum, strong volume in the market at the Asian and London session because the NFP might come out weak, so weakening the gold. But as it turned out to be, it is didn't weaken the gold. So I was anticipating that if it comes to my final TP, then fine. But if it didn't, I will close my position at 2 p.m. dot because the NFP was 2:30. So at 2 p.m. it kind of come and took my first take profit, and yeah, so at 2 p.m. it kind of just consolidated. When it was 2, I just closed my position. I didn't close exactly at 2 because I went to prayers. I only came back at 2:15, I would say. Then I closed the position, making it 1:3 risk to reward. So that is all for the week. And if you look closely at my trades, I have patiently waited for my entries. I have patiently waited for my entries, and all of these trades that you have seen, I have planned them before executing them. I have planned them. I have done the analysis on video. I have documented the analysis. I have written the game plan on my book. So let me show you. So if you look at this is my game plan. This book, I use it for my game plan. So uh, I just executed, I planned the trade, I have written the trade, streamed a video on it, and then executed the trade. I did not trade something outside of my game plan. So that is how I want to be, and that is how I hope to progress, inshallah, and one day we become profitable. And if you look closely at my trades, you will see that I did not trade a single counter trend. I only trade in the direction of the trade. So all my trades are, alhamdulillah, clean and even the Monday trade, I was right on the direction, and we kind of went to my take profit. If it didn't stop me out, but it did. So it is what it is. You can be, you cannot always be right in the market, and this doesn't happen every time, man. Like sometimes I only have one winning day. Sometimes I don't even have a win day on week in a week. Like sometimes 2 weeks I might only have one trade. So this is it. This is not like usual, but it happens. And because I was very cautious in this past December and January, I only executed trade that are in my game plan. I do not trade anything that my eyes are telling me that it might go up, because that I take it as gambling. So I do not gamble. I only executed trades that I have planned, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel and share. Thank you.